Alright, y'all, what is up? Welcome into yet another day of picking baseball games. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Yesterday, guys, we went 4-9. Thank God we had two games canceled. Otherwise, we probably would have gone 4-11. But yeah, guys, yesterday we did not have a good day. It's the shortest slate of games where we really get things done, but when we have our usual 15 to 16 game slate, we got to get things done. Anyways, guys, we had 17 games to predict today. We had two doubleheaders. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. All right, guys, getting things started today. We got the Minnesota Twins taking on the Chicago Cubs. Joe Ryan is on the mound today against Javier Assad. I will be taking the Minnesota Twins today. I know yesterday the Cubs got a big win with Shota Imanaga on the mound, but Joe Ryan, the Twins have won his last five starts, and I think they can keep it going against Javier Assad, who's been very, very inconsistent. Our next game, we got the Houston Astros taking on the Texas Rangers. What a way to spoil it. Corey Seager, two-run home run yesterday to spoil Framber Valdez. No-hitter with two outs in the bottom of the ninth inning. Oh yeah, Yusei Kikuchi is on the mound today for the Astros against Jose Urena. I will be taking the Astros today. Yusei Kikuchi did have a really good start with the Astros in his first start with them. And Jose Urena, his last time out, he got shelled by the Boston Red Sox. I have a really bad feeling about this game like I did yesterday, and for that, I'll be taking the Astros. Our next game, we got the Chicago White Sox taking on the Oakland Athletics. The White Sox finally did it. They broke the 21-game losing streak. It's finally broken. The White Sox have a one-game win streak, but that'll end today. Joey Estes has been actually pretty good. He is probably the best hair in the league. Very underrated hair. It's Davis Martin, who's 0-1 with a 7.11 ERA. Of course, I think the A's are going to win this game. Our next game, we got the San Diego Padres taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Michael King is on the mound against Marco Gonzalez. I will be taking the San Diego Padres again. The Padres got a big win yesterday, 6-0, as my lock of the day. And Marco Gonzalez, he's been actually pretty good. The Pirates have surprisingly been winning his starts, but the Padres are red hot. The Padres are rolling, and I think they win another game today. Our next game, we got the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Miami Marlins. Andrew Abbott is on the mound today against Valentin Belloso. It has been very interesting for Valentin Belloso. He's made three starts. His first start against the Royals, he was very, very good through 7 shutout innings. Second start against the Red Sox, he went 5 innings, 5 earned runs. And then his third start, he was actually pretty good. Now, I think the Marlins could win this game, but the Reds have won the first two very, very handily, and I think they can keep it going today. So for that, give me the Reds. Our next game, we get the San Francisco Giants taking on the Washington Nationals. Blake Snell is on the mound today against Jake Irvin. You guys already know the Giants are winning this ball game. You guys know how Blake Snell is. First half of the season, he is bad. Once the second half of the season rolls around, he's disgusting. He threw a no-hitter against the Reds his last time out. He will keep it going today against a lefty-heavy Nationals lineup. My underdog pick of the day today will be at the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Trevor Rogers is on the mound today for the Orioles against Bowden Francis. The Blue Jays have won Bowden Francis' last 4 starts, and I think they can keep that going. Bowden Francis against the Orioles this season, he's made 1 start and he won 7 shutout innings. And Trevor Rogers has really struggled since coming over to the Baltimore Orioles, and for that, I'll be taking the Blue Jays as my underdog pick of the day. Next game, we get the Brewers taking on the Atlanta Braves. The Braves, man, did they get smacked yesterday. The Brewers beat the Braves yesterday 10-0, and I think the Brewers can actually keep it going today with their guy, Freddie Peralta, on the mound today. Freddie Peralta has struggled a little bit. He's 6-6 with a 3.89 ERA, but I think that Freddie Peralta is going to have a great day on the mound today against Chris Sale, who the Brewers were able to get to Chris Sale in the first inning, but then from there they got dominated. I know not to pick a pitcher twice whenever they face the lineup within the same week, and that's exactly what happened with the Brewers and the Braves, so I'll be taking the Brewers to make it 2 straight against the Braves. Our next game, we get the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Taj Bradley is on the mound today against Eric Fetty. I will be taking the Cardinals. The Cardinals got a big win yesterday, 4-3, and Eric Fetty, he did struggle in his first start with the St. Louis Cardinals, but I think that he can I do think that he can turn it around against a Rays righty-heavy lineup. And Taj Bradley, he struggled a little bit last time out against the Miami Marlins. I think that will carry over to today's struggles, and for that game with the Cardinals. Our next game, we got the Boston Red Sox taking on the Kansas City Royals. Cutter Crawford is on the mound today for the Red Sox against Cole Reagans. Now, the Red Sox have won the first 2 games of the series. Man, am I happy, because they've closed the wildcard gap just half a game. Whoever wins this most likely hangs on to the wildcard spot for the rest of the year. And I don't think it's going to be the Red Sox today. I got to pick against them for the sake of getting picks right. The Red Sox struggle against lefty starting pitching, and Cole Reagans dominated the Red Sox. And Cutter Crawford did also dominate the Royals in his start on that Saturday back in Boston. But yeah, I do think it's going to go the Royals' way today. Our next game, we got the New York Mets taking on the Colorado Rockies. Paul Blackburn is on the mound today against Ryan Feltner. Of course, give me the Mets. Ryan Feltner, he's 1-10 with a 4.97 ERA. He just has not been good. He's already gotten shelled by the Mets this season, and I think that will happen again today. Next game, we got the Detroit Tigers taking on the Seattle Mariners. Tariq Skubal is on the mound today against George Kirby. I will be taking the Tigers today. The Tigers got a big win against Luis Castillo at home, which is one of the tougher things to do in baseball. And George Kirby, he's been actually pretty good this season, and I just think it's going to go the Tigers' way. Tariq Skubal, he was not good last time out against the Minnesota Twins, but I think he can bounce back today against a struggling Mariners offense. Our next game, the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Tyler Phillips is on the mound today against Gavin Stone. Give me the Dodgers today. Gavin Stone has been unreal this season, and I think he can keep it going against a Phillies offense that is coming off a win against Clayton Kershaw, but Clayton Kershaw is still finding it. I don't really buy it, and for that, give me the Dodgers. Game 1 of 2 of the doubleheader between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cleveland Guardians. Ben Lively's on the mound today against Brandon Pfaadt. I think the Guardians take game 1 today. It just feels destined for a Guardians win. Ben Lively has been very good this season. He's 10-6 with a 3.42 ERA against Brandon Pfaadt, who's also been pretty good. I had him in top 20 for Cy Young this year. He's been all right, but I just think it's going to go the Guardians' way today. Second game of the day, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Cleveland Guardians. This is game 2 of the doubleheader. You guys know how I like to pick doubleheaders. I usually pick, okay, whoever wins game 1 loses game 2. And I think the D-backs take game 2 with Eduardo Rodriguez making his first start back since last season against Carlos Carrasco, which is really why I'm picking the D-backs today. Carlos Carrasco just has not been good this season. He's 3-9 with a 5.53 ERA. He's been really struggling, and I think the D-backs with their red-hot offense can keep it up. And for that, I'll be taking the D-backs today. Game 1 of 2 of the other doubleheader between the Angels and the Yankees. Davis Daniels on the mound today against Luis Gil. Give me the Yankees today as my lock of the day. Actually, today, this is going to be my lock of the day. My last 2 picks are my lock and underdog pick of the day, actually. But yeah, this is gonna be my lock of the day. Luis Gil. I mean, he's been all right. He had that awesome. He had that insane stretch where he had like 1 earned run through 11 starts. But yeah, Luis Gil, he's on the season. He is 11-5 with a 3.2 ERA. And Davis Daniel, he's been all right so far. He's 1-2 with a 4.91 ERA. I think Luis Gil is going to dominate this game. For that, give me the Yankees. Switching right to our underdog pick of the day, which is our last game of the day. We got the Angels taking on the Yankees. Carson Fulmer's on the mound, and the Angels have won Carson Fulmer's last 3 starts against Will Warren, who is making his second start of the season. He was not good his first time out, and against an Angels lefty-heavy lineup, I don't think it's going to go good for Will Warren today. And the Angels win as my underdog pick of the day. They win game 2 of that doubleheader. Guys, that will end today's episode. Make sure you guys go check out my IG at Big 4 Sports Podcast. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good one.